Hey everyone! We're getting into it. Summertime is officially here, and so I've put together a list of different summer films from nostalgia to scream-inducing for you to enjoy on rainy days this summer. In June, there were only 8 days in which there wasn't rain in my area, so I sure need this at the very least. A remake of the 1961 film, The Parent Trap, came out in 1998 and stars Lindsay Lohan as twins Annie and Hallie, who are unaware of each other's existence as their divorced parents live on opposite sides of the Atlantic. When the girls meet at a summer camp in Maine, they soon come up with the idea to swap identities, giving each other the chance to spend time with the parent that they've missed. The Goonies follows a band of adventurous kids who take on a property development company that plans to destroy their home and build a country club. The kids find an old treasure map in the attic of their home and plan to use the treasure to stop the property development company. However, finding the treasure proves difficult and dangerous. Now, I feel like E.T. should be moved to the horror category because, as a child, this and Gremlins scared the living daylight out of me. Anyways, E.T. follows a peaceful alien that becomes stranded on Earth and is befriended by a little boy named Elliot. Elliot brings E.T. home and introduces E.T. to his siblings, who decide to keep E.T.'s existence a secret. But shortly after, E.T. becomes sick, which causes the government to intervene in an unpleasant situation for both E.T. and Elliot. The Sandlot follows a kid named Scotty Smalls who moves to a new neighborhood and makes friends with a group of kids who play baseball at the Sandlot. The group go on many adventures but run into trouble when Scotty borrows a ball from his stepdad and hits it over the fence. I vaguely remember watching The Sandlot as a kid, which is why I chose to put it on this list, but I hardly remember it, so I'm sorry if this is not a very good option. What better way to celebrate summer than with the giant Stay Puft Marshmallow Man? Ghostbusters has got just that and follows the members of a team of scientists who lose their jobs at a university in New York City and then decide to become Ghostbusters. But things get a little bit out of their league as they find a gateway to another dimension that will release an evil upon the city. I Know What You Did Last Summer follows a group of teens a year after they were involved in a hit-and-run where they ran over a fisherman and dumped his body in the water. One of the teens receives a letter that told her that someone knew of the crime they committed, and the teens try to find who is responsible for the letter but end up getting stalked by a killer with a hook. A classic summer slasher, Friday the 13th takes place at Camp Crystal Lake, where a summer camp is set up despite the area's history of murder. Paying little attention to the people of the area, a group of young people find themselves being stalked by a brutal killer at the camp. There are a total of 12 films in the franchise, which gives you plenty of options to pick from. What type of summer movies list would this be without Jaws? I'm sure you're tired of seeing Jaws on every list of summer films, but with 4 different movies, I had to put it on here. The first Jaws film follows Amity Island's Police Chief Martin as he teams up with a marine biologist and a ship captain to hunt down the shark that killed a young woman before it can kill the swarms of summertime tourists. Another Disney film on this list, Teen Beach Movie, is a parody of West Side Story that follows 2 young surfers who are swept away by a large wave and then find themselves in a real-life version of West Side Story. Ultimately, their presence changes the movie's intended plot, and they must set things back on track in order to return home. What better way to enjoy the summer spirit than with a good old, kind of cringy, summer camp movie? Camp Rock has all that, especially the cringy bit, with the classic Camp Rock chant. The film follows a girl who wants to spend her summer in a rock camp, but can only get in by working in the kitchen. But when a teen pop star overhears her singing, she sets out to find the girl who works in the kitchen. Forgetting Sarah Marshall is a rom-com that follows a struggling musician named Peter who is dumped by his TV star girlfriend, Sarah Marshall. Peter is a dump after the breakup and makes a last-ditch effort to get over his ex by going to Hawaii. Unfortunately, Peter soon learns that his ex and her new boyfriend are there in the same hotel. Taking place in the summer of 1987, Adventureland follows a recent college grad named James who can't wait to begin his dream trip to Europe. Unfortunately, the dream comes to a halt when his parents cannot help pay for the trip, and James is then forced to take a job at a local amusement park as he prepares for a disappointing summer. That is, until he starts to hit it off with a coworker named M. In preparation for Meg 2, The Trench, releasing on August 4th, The Meg should make it onto your list of summer films. The film follows a group of researchers at a high-tech research institute located in the middle of the ocean. They have a theory that the bottom of the Mariana Trench is not the bottom, but instead a mass of some thick but penetratable material. They send in a deep-sea submersible to investigate, and it is attacked by the previously thought to be extinct megalodon. To save the team in the submersible, the head of the team at the research institute recruits a rescue diver named Jonas to save the crew, and also the rest of the ocean, from a 75-foot Meg. In the Heights is a musical that takes place in Washington Heights, New York City, where a large mix of backgrounds and dreams creates a vibrant and tight-knit community. The film follows the well-known and liked owner of a bodega who hopes for a better life. This is one on the list that I haven't seen personally, but it could be worth a watch. Hot Summer Nights is a 2018 film that follows a teenager played by none other than Timothée Chalamet, who gets in over his head, dealing drugs, and falling for his business partner's sister during a summer in Cape Cod. Anyways, I hope you all enjoyed today's video. If you have any other summer movies to recommend, or if you have any other topics that you'd like me to cover, be sure to leave them in a comment below. And I hope everybody has a wonderful day, and remember to be good people, love others, and love yourself. Peace.